everybody. We are in Northern Cyprus celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Londonist DMC, and this is going to be a very special interview. I'm with Mr. Asim Erturk, the managing director and the founder of Londonist DMC. What an honor. How are you feeling today?
I am excellent, marvelous. How are you doing?
I'm really lucky to be here, and thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me too.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about this 3 days at the Turquoise Summit. How's it going?
I don't know. Ask the people. I think that people are quite happy. I've seen some people that was dancing until 2:30 in the morning. They were quite good. I think I was dancing too, but I don't really remember when I did stop. But it was quite enjoyable.
What a beautiful location
Yes,
as well.
indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, Kaya Artemis Hotel. I'm not really making an advertisement here, but this is a really brilliant place and venue. Last year, I've been here with my wife and then with my daughter. And then I did tell to my wife, I wanted to do London's 10th year anniversary camp. And then in this location. And then we were lucky to be having a space. And then it's a good and a big organization. I can't really thank enough to the director of Turkey, Fulya Hanım. She organized this. I'm really glad to see over 150 industry professionals coming up together, having a discussion, having some good seminars. Obviously, coming together and then celebrating our 10th year anniversary. I'm really feeling proud and it's a private and then privileged moment, I would say. And then thanks for you coming as well.
It's been a pleasure. I'm having a great time.
Lovely.
So right now for this interview,
Sure.
I want to go back in time, if
Sure.
you're up for it.
Yes, I am.
Let's go back to a time when you were a little kid. What did you want to be when you grow up?
I wanted to be a hairdresser.
And where are we now?
There's a hairdresser up there.
Yeah.
My dad wanted to be a hairdresser because the guy was having a shave and then he didn't have a symmetry. And then I said I was quite angry. Not angry, but I was not happy because I'm not obsessed, but I pay attention to details. And because I like aesthetic. But by the way, this question hasn't come to me before, so we are having some spontaneous talking. But it's a very good question. But I always wanted to, obviously, I'm a dreamer. And then if we talk about my childhood, I was dreaming to go to moon. I was dreaming to go to another planet. And I think, obviously, it looks like another planet.
We're on Mars right now.
Similar.
We believe it, we make it happen.
But yes, I'm a dreamer. I wanted to have some great future for the people, for myself, for my family. And then I think that I'm still making it.
Did you grow up in Turkey?
Yes, I have.
And what age did you actually move to England?
I actually want to say, how did I move to England? I was voluntary in Turkey, the association called Eğitim Gönülleri Derneği. Then I was giving them a philosophy courses, and I was volunteered for the vulnerable people. And then I've done my master, I've done my graduations on public relations, and then I've done my master degree on management and organizations. But I was a person that quite bubbly, and then energetic, and then I always wanted to do something for the public and for the people. And then, obviously, being in Turkey, sometimes you are limited by not by physically, but by minded. And because I was just open-minded, energetic, wanted to discover the rest of the world. And then one day, I was watching Live Aid concert in Hyde Park. And Coldplay was there. And then it was an amazing concert. And as soon as I watched this concert, my mom was inside. She was reading the Quran. And I went there and just interrupted. I said, I'm going. She said, where? I'm going to London. She said, why? I said, I want to change the world. If I can't change the world, I will make a little association for the poor children and then to help them. Can I get your permission? She said, yes. I kissed her hand and I took my permission. And then I came to London when I was 24 with this dream, but with no English.
No English?
I knew how to say, how to put if there to so, but I didn't know where to put also. So
you're 24 years old. Did you have any money in your pocket? Did you have a job offer? What were you doing in England?
Would you believe how much I didn't have it? £200 only.
You had £200 in your pockets?
Yes, and I spent it in 2 days. £186, zone 1 to 2, zone 1 to 6 travel card, 186, and then £6, 50 pence on Big Mac meal on Leicester Square, and then the rest, I don't want to say rest, yeah. And then obviously after that, I was learning English. I was a student on a very prime location in Piccadilly Circus. And then after 2 weeks, I said, no, I'm not going to learn English by saying yes or no, or playing. And then I went to Portobello Market. I've seen 20,000 people on a Saturday afternoon, sunny Saturday afternoon. I said, I need to sell something here. So I started to sell something there. That was my first journey.
What were you selling?
Underwear.
Wow!
Yes.
Literally wanted to be a hairdresser, came to London to sell undergarments, and where you are right now. It's fantastic.
It's entrepreneurship because this is London. It gives you opportunity to do everything, whatever you want. As long as you are clever. I mean, I'm not claiming that I'm clever. I was a hard worker. I was a dreamer. And then I was following the opportunities. I like to try. I'll probably try more than 100 different businesses. And then Londonist, I think the one of them that clicked, then clicked, and then we are here.
So you're 24 years old, and you know we talk about accommodation a lot because this is what Londonist DMC is about. And you're in Turkey, you bought your flights, your tickets. Do you know where you're going to live in London? Like, how did the accommodation get sorted out?
Actually, today I was telling on my presentation, like, if you are asking how and then when did you find Londonist, a moment that I come to London, one of my friends was going to pick me up from the airport. I didn't book airport transfer, okay? So nobody picked me up. They told me that I have a host family. There was a lovely Irish lady, a little bit above 80 years old, and then she made me to drink first Jameson. I'm still drinking Jameson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then, but it wasn't a host family, but it was just a nice family house. But again, like, the problems that I faced, is that there's a gap for students who's coming to London to welcome and then to feel home, because you live in your home but there's no home anymore. So then I found Londonist at that moment, but obviously not straight away. There was a quite big adventurous journey. I've done lots of things, but I was trying to learn how to do good business, and then after learning how to do good business, what is the good business? That is a click, there is a key, and then I realized there's a big need and a lack of accommodations. Still, it's one of the biggest problems to find the right place to live. Wherever you go, if you go to Germany, if you go to Europe, if you go to China, if you go to Brazil, find a place to live as a student is quite a big problem. Obviously, London. Pretty much everything's a problem in London, but this is a big problem. And then giving a link to property and then real estate, I said, is a good business, and it might be even bigger business. And then I found that Londonist at 2013. Then it was actually sort of to give the service, accommodation service, who's coming from Turkey. But obviously, I always have a global mind. I wanted to have an international setup, and then I visited all the agencies in Turkey, and then I went to China. There was a road trip by English UK. We've been to Shanghai, Beijing, and then Wuhan. And then some moments, I mean, it's a businessman. I'm telling that you're not just making everything yourself. You dream, you plan, but on the journey, I don't believe in luck, but I believe in destiny. I believe in quantum, and then some people, then some moment that you meet with some people, it is changing not just your life, you changing their life, and then we come together. Here's Uman Gandecha. I met him in Wuhan. We didn't make the virus, by the way, but yeah, we met together, and then I told him that, mate, I mean, he's an amazing person, you know, like we spent 17 days together, and then in the morning, and I told him, I was not drunk, but like he was waiting in the airport, and I told him, mate, you're going to work for Londonist one day, you're going to be my director one day, and then you're going to open an office in one day. And he was working for a school, international school, and then he said, what is this guy saying? And then, yeah, everything happened. And that is a momentum, there is a break point. and obviously another person is Dinara Sulaimanova. I met her on the recruitment fair, and then she came and she said, Mr. Asim, I want to work for you. I said, all right, why not? And
Wow.
yes, indeed. And then we made it. But believe it or not, we didn't have another the sponsorship license that moment. We have applied, we took it, and I have applied 4 times. We have applied 4 times for her visa, and then it has been declined. And at the 5th time, we took her visa, and then she came to London. And then business development. So one of them is making sales, and then become a head of sales. One of them is making business development, and then develop the business. And after that, you're meeting with people. And there's a young gentleman. He was, I can't say he was a child. He's young, but he's still young. Mustafa Özyıldız. He was a karate champion, and he is the champion, and he's going to stay over the champion, my champion, because I told him that, being a champion is a good, but staying as a champion is a key. He was a champion, but he couldn't go to Olympics. And then I said, okay, you're not going to Olympics. And then because he was a candidate to go to Olympics, and then represent Turkey as a karate, and then he couldn't go, and then I said, okay, mate, come to another Olympics in London. Yeah, he joined us. So few people, and then Fulya Hanım, then the director to Turkey, and then like Richard Champions. I mean, I can't really count all the people who is working for Londoners, but everybody is in this team, is putting their heart, putting their mind, putting their life, and then we're making it this together. So, I mean, I have a big family. I have a small family and I have a big family. And I'm in the middle, and we're making this journey together, and the dream is together. Yeah, this is it.
So when you first formed Londonist DMC, how many employees did you have then? And then how many people are in this big family right now?
If you count me, I'm still an employee, so it was myself.
Director.
I never been at that. My first title was project manager.
Yes.
I like to have a journey on my Kazakh career. Project manager. So after a year, I said, okay, project is completed. I mean, project, And then, okay, project is becoming, because it's a startup. And then I was a sales and marketing manager. And I was a sales and marketing director. And I become a managing director. Now we have over 100 people. Sometimes they call me CEO. I'm not really fancy about this title. I like to be still managing it. I'm not that control freak, or I'm not really stick to the desk or title or obviously I want to give chance to people. I can be chairman one day when the chair is so big, but I think it's more than a title. It's more than how you call it. But I mean, I like to be like a maestro. It's because it's a symphony. It's because different voices, and then you put different voices in a harmony. And it is more, I would say, like melodical and meaningful. Obviously, the symphony orchestra, we are a still team. But again, this is the matter, how you put things together, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned quantum. So let's talk a little about the law of attraction. How did you manifest success in Londonist DMC? Because you said you've had 100 different career paths. And obviously you've learned loads of skills from those. But Londonist DMC was the one that clicked. What were you manifesting at that time?
Yeah, the business is always, this is my manifestation. Business is innovation and the marketing. And then comes together. You have to innovate. So there was no any short-term provider on PBSA. So that was our innovations. So if you wanted to stay in these residences for 2 weeks, that was not possible. I said, why not? Why look at that? You can make it, you can stay. So just, but obviously there's a risk behind it, because you have to nominate, you have to take these rooms, and then you have to take for a long term on a better rate, and then put it on market. But it's a couple of parameters, you have to take it, you have to make a good deal, and then you have to have a good demand, and then operation, finance. It's not an easy job. It's actually, when I have this idea, people told me that's impossible. I said, it is even good that if you think that it's impossible. So I see the more profit there, and then, it's not just about profit, it's about just benefit as well. Because, if there's a benefit, there's a profit. And then because student wants to stay there, if they come into language course, even if they have money, if they can do it, they can't do it. Why not? They make it possible. Then, on behalf, buying the rooms, allocating the rooms, putting in the market, getting a demand, getting the right place, right people. You can call it luck, you can call it quantum, but I think it's a plan. So innovation and a marketing. When you do plan together, and then consistency, and then discipline, and then obviously knowledge, learning, and then scientific approach. And then believe in it, a good heart, makes it together, success.
The perfect formula. I love that. Right. So, say for example, someone wants to apply for a junior position with Londonist DMC.
Sure.
What do you look for in a candidate?
What I do look for it, first of all, to give it a chance. You can't really understand in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour how this person is going to perform. But given a chance, again, like good heart, honesty, and then if they want to learn, if they want to put some like extra input, then they're more than welcome. But I mean, I think the key point is this experience. I'm not really like fan of like lazy people. Like,
don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. That's it. Don't be lazy. Be creative. As much as they're crazy, I love more. Yeah, because being crazy, like I mean, I was in good in a good sense, like obviously sense of humor as well. So this all together coming up together, and then this is it.
I want to talk a little bit about Londonist DMC's company values. Like you as a person, you talked about family, so that's one of the values. But what other values have you implemented into your company and employees?
Technology. Technology. When I talk technology, people sometimes care. Okay, because we're talking about AI and etc. It's quite trendy at the moment, but like people are thinking that okay, they're gonna lose their job. No, it's not about that. Take more technology. Technology is to make people's life easier. Technology makes things easier, and then technology is like obviously like the development is not just the efficiency. It's not. I mean, makes things smoother. It's not just about being easy, difficult. No, more efficiency and then obviously, the further, like this is advance. That's I like to be, like I like to bring the things, the industry. However, which industry are you in? Okay, even though if you're a hairdresser, that one day I've been thinking about during the pandemic, why there's no robot that's cutting the hairs.
That'd be a bit dangerous, maybe. What if you turn your head, doesn't clock on?
Yes, but what do you think in 50 years, who's going to do that?
That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
Robots taking over the world.
Yeah. Would you do that?
Well, give my hair to the robots?
Yeah.
Maybe I'd rather cut it myself.
Yeah, okay, your finger.
My nails.
Nails.
Oh my God, no. Maybe not.
No. Okay.
50 years, if I'm still alive, we can discuss that.
Okay. If you put your nails into the robot one day, please do call me. And then you say, made it. I think we will do that.
Amazing. Why do you think students prefer to pursue an education in the UK?
Okay, let's just ask this from this angle and then think about from this. I mean, why I went to London? I mean, because I went to London, because after being in many different countries, different capitals, you can find everything in London. All the other places, having everything, having all this like diversity, democracy, economy, whatever, but they missing something. But London has everything what they missing. So amazing harmony, amazing place, democracy, economy, and then like the liberalism, equality, and then everything comes together, and then that's why they call it United Kingdom. So this is the answer. If I was a one-day student again, I would definitely go again to London and then England. So I think this is the answer.
Yeah, I studied in England and I couldn't be happier. My final question is going to be, obviously we're celebrating 10th year anniversary of Londonist DMC. What does the next 10 years, the future of Londonist hold?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I did obviously imagine, dream, but I didn't dream that Londoners was coming to that far. Obviously, I've been having this plan, determination to make Londoners great, to make Londoners successful. Again, what is success? success, as Winston Churchill said, going to one failure from another failure without losing enthusiasm. I can't really say where Londonist is going to be, but I can really tell you Londoners will always try the best. And then let's see what's going to happen in the next decade. Together,
Wow.
Yasmine Alice.
Wow, this was a wonderful interview and so inspirational. I think you're an amazing person.
Thank you. Nice to meet you again, right?
Nice to meet you in person.
In person,
Yes.
lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.